Okay, so once I know what are the different types of projections, that is perspective and and parallel projection, and then we have also taken our conclusion as in perspective projection is gives me a realistic image than parallel projection, and so now we derive basically the perspective projection transformation matrix, right? So like my translation matrix, rotation matrix, and scaling matrix, we are also going to get perspective projection matrix as the output, right? So for that we are going to assume some things, and that is your 3D coordinate system with x, y, and z. So this is your positive x, your positive y, and positive z, right? So if this is positive z, so my z negative is here, this is minus z, right? So my view plane, that is my projection plane, is negative z. Okay, and it is at a distance d from the origin, right? So d is any distance from the origin where my projection plane lies, and my original point p x y z, that's my 3D point, is somewhere out here. Now I want to project it on my projection plane with the center of projection given to me at origin. So two things are given to me. One is the center of projection is at origin, and the second is the view plane. I'm writing it as VP. View plane is at a distance d from origin, right? So these two things are given to us. Now we see we are supposed to find out what is the value of p dash, x dash, y dash, and z dash. So this is a question mark to us. And also one more thing given to me is p, x, y, z. So this is number one that's given to me. So number two and number three is the point that is given to me, that is x, y, z. And I am being told to find out what is p dash, x dash, y dash, and z dash. For that, we are going to get the transformation matrix as the output. Now, if you find difficulty in understanding this diagram, I will give you another diagram wherein possibly you will be able to understand how have we got this. So this is x, y, and z, students, right? And this is my negative z, right? So this is minus z. So my view plane is on minus z, right? And it is at a distance d from the origin, and this is my center of projection. Okay, so my original point P, is somewhere on the other side out here. So this is P, X, Y, Z. Okay, now this is the same diagram which is oriented here, and we are focusing more on my z direction because my derivation lies with z direction, as my whole scene is in z direction only. Okay, so this is my original diagram. Now we shift our focus here, and now we see what are we trying to get out as the output from this. Okay, now students, what are we going to do is, as this is my 3D coordinate system, I will tell you to focus on the top view of this diagram. So when I focus on the top view of this diagram, that means I am looking along y-axis, and what I can see is x and z-axis, right? So I am just going to draw this diagram taking x and z into consideration. So when looking from y-axis from the top, so that's from this direction, what can I see is I can see x and I can see z. So x I will see here, and z along this axis, that is out here. Okay, so this is what I will be able to see when I look at this particular scene from the top direction. Okay, now the projection plane, as I am taking my 2D view of this, my projection plane would be a line, right? Now this line is at a distance of d from the origin. Yes, and this is your center of projection, students. Yes, now my original point P is somewhere out here with P, X, Y, Z, right? And I am supposed to project it on my projection plane here. So this is my P dash, X dash, Y dash, and Z dash. Okay. Yes. So this is the top view that I have drawn for the scene that is given to us, right? For the derivation that we are going to do. And also one more thing I know here, and that is, can we know this distance? If this is D, that is the view plane from my origin is D, then what is this distance? This distance is nothing but the point Z value. And what is that? Z. Right? So the point is at a distance of Z from the origin, in short. Right? So now one modification that we are going to do is, we are just going to connect this dot and form a triangle, right? So I've got two triangles here. One is the green triangle, right? And another one is the red triangle, right? So the first one is the green triangle, that is with the green dots out here, right? And the second one is the red triangle, that is with the view plane and the distance into consideration. Okay, so now we come up to a conclusion that, and how am I going to write the relationship is, now the value from the bigger triangle, from the larger triangle, I can write x upon z, that is the value x upon z distance is equal to x dash upon D, right? So this is maintaining your similarity triangle ratio. So x upon z is equal to x dash upon D. Now can I get the value of x dash, students, from here? It is x into D upon z. Right? If I want to write it only in terms of x, so I can write it as x upon z by d. So x dash is equal to x upon z by d. So this is part 1 of my derivation. Now I come to part 2 of the derivation, and my part 2 is, now I want to get value y. Okay, and if I want to get value y, I'm going to look along x-axis. Okay, and if I'm going to look along x-axis, I'm going to get yz on my axis only. So now my statement says that I am going to look along which axis? X-axis. So what am I going to see? I am going to see z here and y here. Okay, now this is your view plane, your point xyz here. This is at a distance d. This is at a distance z, right? This is my center of projection, and this is my projector. That is my line of projection. Now I'm waiting to find out this particular point. Okay, so this is now my second scenario, and my second scenario is for calculating the value of y. So now using the same similarity triangle that we have considered in x, now I'll consider it for y, and for y it will be y upon z is equal to y dash upon d, right? So my y dash is equal to y into d upon z, that is y upon z by D. Okay, so this is your x dash and y dash values that are important for us. Now the question arises, what is the value of z dash? Right? Now we have found out the value of x dash. We have found out the value of y dash. Now we will see what is the value of z dash. Okay, z dash is on the view plane, right? And the view plane is at a distance d. So what is the value of z dash? Z dash is equal to d. Simple. Now when I have all these three values as x dash, y dash and z dash, let us put these values in the matrix form. So what are we getting, students? We are getting, I'll just put it up here, x dash is equal to x upon z by d, y dash is equal to y upon z by d, and z dash is equal to d. Okay, now we will see our matrix, and our matrix says, like any other matrix formats, it is your perspective projection matrix. So it is M perspective multiplied by your P matrix should give me P dash matrix. So this remains same in all the transformation matrices. So now comes your M perspective matrix multiplied by your X, Y, Z and 1 to get X dash, Y dash, Z dash and a 1. Okay, now we try to put these values, and the values are, my X has to be multiplied by 1 upon Z by D, or else it is X into D by Z. Similarly, Y into D by Z, right? And this is also Z dash is equal to D. I want the output as D. So what am I going to multiply it as? We will see this later on. What am I going to do with this? Okay. So now my X dash is X into D by Z. So I'm going to put here D by Z 0, 0, 0. My Y dash is equal to 0 D by Z 0, 0. Right? My Z dash is equal to, it is 0, 0. Now, I will have to multiply it with D by Z, so that D by Z into Z will give me D, right? So D by Z into Z will give me D, and my last row becomes 0, 0, 0, 1. Yes, so this is my matrix to get my M perspective matrix. That is your perspective transformation matrix. Now I will try to simplify this further so that it is easy for us to remember. Now, please do understand, students, that what am I going to get my final answer as? X into D by Z, Y into D by Z, Z into D by Z, and my last row is 1, right? And I hope you remember what is this last row. This is the homogeneous value, right? That is my H value. Okay, now if H is 1, then my case is solved. But if H is not equal to 1, then how do I put this value as? How do I put this value as? If H is not equal to 1, then my final value becomes X upon H, Y upon H, Z upon H, and a 1, that is H upon H. So I'm going to use this value here, right? And try understanding what am I going to do here basically is, I'll put this up out here so that we are not supposed to change the screen then. And then now this is X into D by Z, Y into D by Z, Z into D by Z, and 1. Now please understand what am I going to do here. I am going to write my homogeneous value as Z upon D. Okay, so I am writing my homogeneous value as Z upon D, and now I'm writing this as X, Y, and Z. Right? So ultimately what will happen, students? Ultimately, what is the formula? X upon H. If H is not equal to 1, what is the value? X upon H, Y upon H, Z upon H. So it will be X upon Z by D, Y upon Z by D, Z upon Z by D, and last value will be 1. So what is X upon Z by D? X into D by Z. Y upon Z by D, Y into D by Z. Z upon Z by D is D, and the last value is 1, right? So what have I maintained my homogeneous value as? Z upon D. Now taking this into consideration, now we will modify our matrix. Okay, our matrix that we were getting was M perspective matrix that we were getting was D by Z zeros, 0 D by Z 0, 0 0 D by Z 0, 0 0 0 1. Now if I take this as my final equation and I want H to be Z by D, so all my values here, that is whatever you can see, so my M perspective matrix changes to, okay, I want D by Z. Yeah, right. But then now I have changed my h to z by d, and rest values will be 1. So it will be 1 triple 0, 0 1 double 0. Okay, so the M perspective matrix that we have received has got d upon z in all the values, and the last homogeneous value is 1. We are changing it to z upon d, and the rest values become 1, right? So we are just going to modify our M perspective matrix. And now my M perspective matrix says that my x dash will be x, so it's a 1. My y dash will be a y. My z dash will be a z, and my homogeneous value will be z upon d, right? So it will be 0 0. Now z, so this is my x, y, z and a 1. Okay, so now I want to multiply my homogeneous value such that it becomes z upon d. So z has to be multiplied by 1 upon d, right? And the last value becomes 0. So what is the thing that we are implying from here is, now when I get this matrix, right, and I write the final answers as, it will be x, y, z, and the last value will be z upon d. So my final values that I am going to get are not x, y, z, rather it will be x upon z by d, y upon z by d, z upon z by d, and the last value is z by d upon z by d, right? So if we try to get these values, students, it is x into d by z, y into d by z, z into d by z, that is d, and this value becomes 1. So this is my final output. Only thing is that the representation that I am giving to M perspective matrix is, I want the values 1 here, and I'm trying to use the homogeneous value so that the matrix is simplified. Okay, now ultimately what we are getting is what has been derived previously. Yes, this is only the format of representation that we have changed. So this becomes your final M perspective matrix. Yes, when. So this is your M perspective matrix when your center of projection is at origin and your view plane is at a distance d from origin. So these are the two things that are given to us, and on that basis I get this as my M perspective matrix. Now you put any value of xyz here, you get your final answer. Okay, now a question for you all is, I move into my scenario 2, and my scenario 2 is a bit different. Okay, now please understand this scenario. So this is y, this is x, so this is z, right? So I will be increasing this a bit, and this is my z, so this becomes automatically my negative z, right? Now I am saying that the view plane is at origin. Yes, okay, and the center of projection is at a distance d from the origin. Okay, my point is out here, that is p, x, y, z, and I want to project it on my view plane taking the center of projection. Okay, now can I get the values of your p dash, that is x dash, y dash and z dash, right? So I'll just put it here. The center of projection is at a distance D from origin. That's point number one. The second point is the view plane is at origin. That's my second point that is given to you, right? Now, can you get me the M perspective matrix? Yes, I leave this question. With this, I end my session. And any doubts, please do ask. Thank you.